So basically what is happening here, I can provide you some leads in this. See, what he is asking, number of pairs of consecutive integers so that no carrying is required when the two integers are added. Correct? Yes, for example, आप ये number लीजिए. Suppose you add 1000 and 1001. So obviously no carry will happen. Getting the point? Ultimately, consecutive integers should be there. 1 and 2 also there is no problem. So till the sum is 9 here, I'm starting with this. Then what is going to happen? So if you start with 1005 and then you take 1006, then the problem is going to arise. That is what he's asking. So till 5, 6, there is a problem. 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9. And what about 9, 10? Suppose I take 1009 and then 1010. Will this create a problem? And when is it going to create a problem? That also you can identify. When is it going to create a problem?
When 10th digits are 5 and 5.
When the terms are?
10th digits are 5 and 5.
Yes, 10th place digits are 5 and 5. That onwards, it is going to create a problem. So can you jolt down the, ultimately you have to do the numbering parts. You're getting the point. See what he has taken the numbers from. He has taken the numbers from 1001 to 1120. So suppose any number you can take. So obviously if it is of the type 5, 6, 7, 8, then there is no problem. And for 9, what are the problems? That for the 10th place, the sum should be like, if this 10th place and this 10th place also has the same category of digits, like more than 5. Okay, 9 and 0 is okay. So yes, you are understanding? If suppose the units place is A and here units place is B for this number, then obviously A plus B should be less than 10 or less than equal to 9. And the same is the case for tens and hundreds place. So you have to count them and then finally you will be able to get it. Got the idea?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Anything else? Just conceptual that you have any doubt that you should discuss, because this was a basic counting problem only. Anything conceptual you want to discuss that you are not getting how to do it, how to frame it? Anything? Paper 1. Yes.
40.
Oh, which one, beta? Come again.
40.
40. Okay, I will tell you.
Yes, sir.
Okay. See, 40. What is the logic? Basically, he is asking you tan of pi by 25. Tan of pi by 25. Then tan of 2 pi by 25. Up to tan of 12 pi by 20. करेक्ट? अब देखो एक चीज जो आप लोगों को ऑब्जर्व करनी चाहिए, if you divide 25 by 2, see what is going to happen. If you divide 25 by 2, so it is 12.5. Now he has taken all the integers varying from 0 till 12. Okay? And after that they are start going to be repeated, because 13 pi by 12 will be same as how much? 12 pi by 20. Now there is no general formula, or even if you want the general formula, it will be in terms of 2n plus 1 for directly evaluating the product of 10. So what you must try to inquire, this is sine by cos. So I shall write this as product of sine of r pi by 25 divided by product of cos of, correct, r pi by 25. And this is r is varying from, tell me, r is varying from how much? From 1 to 25. Here also 1 to 25. Is it clear? Now these are combined cosine and sine terms. When both terms are present, cos and sine, and with the same expression, then you must try to explore cos theta plus iota sine theta. So you must try to explore what is cos, let us say z equal to cos theta plus I sine theta. So what is z power 25 equal to 1? What will be the roots of this? ये चीज दिमाग में क्यों आ रही है? Because looking at this term, whole upon 25 is there. Are you getting the point? So what will be the terms in this? Z power 25 minus 1, can you tell me? What will be the factors of this? What will be the factors of this? Yes? One factor will be z minus 1. Another will be what? E power I. Yes, tell me. 2 pi by 5. Getting the point? Next
25.
will be, yes, 25 factors will be there. 4 pi by 5 and so on. Using de Moivre's theorem, you know this. And the final will be how much? I believe 48 pi by 25. Is that clear? Right? Now what you must do to get the value of product of signs, what value you should try to substitute over here? Tell me.
1.
So if I put z equal to 1, so obviously I cannot directly put z equal to 1. So first let me put z equal to minus 1 to evaluate the cosine term. So if I put z equal to minus 1, what is going to happen? So LHS will be minus 2 divided by minus 2. So this is 1. If you put minus 1, beta, see here, 1 plus iota e power iota 2 pi by 5. 1 plus e power iota 4 pi by 5 up to 1 plus e power iota. For all minus I have taken common, so they are even in number. Now how can we express 1 plus e power iota 2 pi by 5? What is this? Can you tell me what is this? Can I take e power I pi by 5 common in this? If I take the first factor, this term common, this will be e power I pi by 5 plus its conjugate, e power I minus pi by 5. That will be 2 times cos pi by 5. 25. Sorry, I am writing 5 here. It is 25, not 5. So pi by 20. Is it clear? This is the first term. Basically, you should remember this. Likewise, the second term, you want to take common e power I 2 pi by 5. Is it clear to everyone what we are doing? Yes?
Yes, sir.
So this is 2 cos 2 pi by 25 up to each term you will continue evaluating in this manner 24 pi by 25, and this will be 2 cos 24 pi by 20. So if I take e power I pi by 5 common, so this will be the sum of 1 plus 2 up to 24. And what is that sum? What is that sum? That is 12 into 25. So obviously it will be e power I integral multiple of 2 pi. So this value will be 1. This value will be 1. So we will be left with 2 power. How many terms are there? 24. Obviously this is going to cancel. Cos pi by 25, cos 2 pi by 25 से लेकर के, what will be the middle term? There will be 2 middle terms, right? Cos 12 pi by 25 के बाद क्या आएगा? The immediately next term will be 13 pi by 25. That you can convert as minus of cos 12 pi by 25. So all will carry minus sign in the reverse order. So क्या मैं इसका square लिख दूं इसको? Instead of writing cos 20 till cos 24 pi by 20. क्या ये बात समझ में आती है? Please tell me, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Correct. So from
Yes, sir.
here, what you can evaluate, basically you can evaluate this product. So this is going to be 1 upon 2 power 24. And what will be the value? Sign, you have to be a bit careful. What will be the sign of this? Obviously, I think all terms are acute only, I think. Yes, so it will be positive. So the denominator we have obtained as, if I'm correct, this is 1 upon 2 power 12. All right? 1 upon, acha. In sign, what will you do to evaluate sign? तब आप क्या करेंगे?
Take z
Z
minus 1
equal
on
to
other
minus
side.
1.
हाँ, और एक तरह से उसको GP में ओपन कर देंगे, है ना? You will bring z minus 1 to the other side, and you will expand this as a power series in z, है ना? तो देखिए, तो अगर मैं नेक्स्ट स्टेप में लिख देता हूं z पावर 25 minus 1 upon z minus 1 e
So we
power
can
I.
apply limits also.
Yes, this is also fine. You can also apply limit. So limit you are applying for z approaching 1. Yes, that is also correct. But then you have to provide the concept that since this function will have a converging limit, and this will fall in the domain of complex limits. That is why we are not very much comfortable taking limit, though it is not incorrect, but it is inappropriate. So what I intend to do, first I want to factorize this. So this is going to be how much? 1 plus z and so on till z power 24, and whole product is there, 48 pi by. So if you continue with the same process, and now if you put z equal to 1, so I think you will get 2 power 24 down there, and product of all signs, correct? Pi of all signs from 1 to 12, and this whole square r pi by 20. And this value being evaluated at z equal to 1. Is it correct or not? Correct? So this will become 25. Then you can take the square root and divide to get the result. Got the point? But sometimes it might be confusing. See, you have to always look for whether it is a problem to be done by complex number or we can directly evaluate it. Suppose this would have been GP, powers of 2. Then I would have recommended either converting all the terms into cos. So it is highly likely that it will give you a product of cos of continued GP terms of 2 power theta. But since this is basically r pi by 25, all terms are coming. See, the biggest hint for a problem to be inclined towards complex number is simultaneous use of sine and cosine, and their arguments are like r pi by 25, r pi by 25. Correct? So it can be tackled in a better way using complex numbers. Is that clear? There is one more way. If you wish, I can tell you also that you can look for, basically this has the roots, product of the roots of the type 10 r pi by 25. Correct? You have to obtain this r from 1 to 25. So we have to generate, we can generate an equation in which I require tan of r pi by 25. Correct? So I can start with r pi by 25 equal to theta. Okay. And then r pi equal to 25 theta. And then r I can assume from, let us say 1, 2, 3, and so on. Let us see till, let us say 24. Correct? So now I can apply tan on both sides. So see this. So tan of r pi is going to be tan of 25 theta. So for tan of 25 theta, you have to expand in terms of tan theta. So till there you have to go, which is not quite straightforward. Can anybody tell me how can we evaluate tan 25 theta in terms of tan theta? That is using this concept. I think all of you must have studied this, right? Tan of a plus b plus c plus d. सीखा है ना सभी ने? Tan of a1 plus a2 plus a3, like that. So sum taken one at a time, and denominator में क्या आता है? 1 minus. Are you getting the point?
Is 2.
Yes, and this is going to be 0 only because tan of r pi is 0. ये समझ में आ रहा है?
Yes, sir.
और S1 कितना आएगा? कितनी बार रिपीट होगा? 25 बार. 25 times it will get repeated. So here you will get 25 tan theta. So like this you have to write the terms. Ultimately it is going to take the same time because there also you have to do a bit of calculation. So you can do it like this also. This concept should be in your mind. S3 का मतलब क्या होगा? Taken 3 at a time. So how many terms will be there? Taken 3 at a time. कितनी terms आएंगी? Tell me. 25 c. Yes. Into क्या? 10 cube
theta.
Correct. तो इस तरह से terms चलेंगी. Like that. Tan theta cannot be 0. Can you tell me why tan theta is equal to 0 is coming? Because see on the right side, I have started r from 1. In fact, I should have started r from 0 also. Correct? So corresponding to r equal to 0, the value of tan theta is also 0, which we do not want in this particular case. Correct? So you can take tan theta common, and then there is one more point to be noted. It will become a polynomial in tan square theta. And you require this only because r from 1 to 24 will be like, if you take 1 to 12 values and call them T1, T2, T12, then from 13 to 24, they will be minus T1, minus T2, minus T12. And what will happen? If you make a quadratic in t square, you take the product of the roots of this, you will straight away get the answer. Are you getting the point or not? Because they are even in number. ऐसे भी कर सकते हो सवाल. Clear है?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Is it clear, beta? All of you?
Yes.
Yes, sir. Anything else in paper 1 we want to discuss, or like any conceptual doubt that you have, you want to share? Yes.
47.
47. Okay. 47 is OABC is a tetrahedron. OAB. So all of you have attempted, right? Once you have given the paper and come back, then all of you must attempt on your own. Okay, before looking into the solution, because sometimes you might be able to get a better solution of your own. Getting the point? Okay. So see, I will explain 47 also. What is happening here? OABC is a tetrahedron. Let us draw the tetrahedron. तो आपने टेट्राहेड्रन बना लिया OABC, है ना? और अब इसमें देखिए आपसे वो क्या पूछना चाहता है. सो दिस इज ए टेट्राहेड्रन. कौन से फेस पर उसका जोर है? एंगल OAB ही इज टेकिंग. तो OAB लेट मी टेक एज द बेस, and in this space let me take the point C. It's up to you. You can take it in any manner. OA plus OB का सम आपको दिया है. मैं इसकी लंबाई A मान रहा हूं, OB की B मान, है ना? So I'm taking length OA as A and OB as B. What is their sum? Their sum is 4. Correct, beta? And BC is √2. OAB. OAB. What is the length? BC, it is given as √2. So this length BC is given as √2. What else? AOB is pi by 4. AOB is pi by 4. अब पूछता है एरिया ऑफ ट्रायंगल AOB कैन नॉट एक्सीड. तो पहले आप यहां पर देखें व्हाट इज एरिया ऑफ ट्रायंगल OAB. कैसे आप लिख पाएंगे इस एरिया को बेटा? हाउ विल यू एक्सप्रेस दिस एरिया? टेल मी.
Half AB sin 45.
Correct. So half AB sine 45, that is by √2. In fact, all the problems in this paper were basically, I would say, directly concept based, in which it can be directly thought that which formula we should apply. Since he has given the sum as an independent A and B and product is there, so we are inclined to use that GM of these two numbers, their lengths, is less than or equal to their AM, right? That means root AB is less than equal to 2 or AB is less than equal to 4. So AB by 2 √2 is less than equal to √2. तो अधिक से अधिक इसका एरिया कितना आएगा? √2 आएगा, है ना? लेस. तो एरिया ऑफ ट्रायंगल कैन नॉट एक्सीड √2. That is perfectly all right. Correct. Next, he has asked length of altitude drawn from C to the opposite face is √2 units. तो अब देखिए, अगर मैं अपोजिट फेस से एल्टीट्यूड ड्रॉ करता हूं, so if I make an altitude like this on this face perpendicular, and let me take this angle as theta, which this slant edge BC is making with the, tell me, normal to the face of OAB. That angle I have taken as theta. So what is the volume of this? What is volume of tetrahedron? 1/3 area of base. So what is area of base? Let me call this as delta into height is √2 cos theta. Can I say height is √2 cos theta? Because this is in this plane, this is a right angle triangle, and here angle is 90 degree. This angle is 90 degree. This angle. Getting the point? So now what about this? So he's asking volume in the second option. Length of the altitude is √2 units. Acha, one more thing what he has given, that volume he has already provided to you as 2/3. That means from here, if you try to get delta, this is going to be √2 sec theta. which is always greater than equal to root 2, whereas delta, which we have obtained here, is smaller than root 2. And since equality is holding simultaneously, therefore delta must be root 2. Delta must be root 2. And hence, what is the height? Height must be root 2. That means BC must be the altitude itself. ये समझ में आया भाई? So जो आपका h होगा, that will be root 2 cos theta, which will be simply root 2. Understood?
Yes, sir.
So obviously you can now evaluate each and everything because the structure is clear. Okay? Yes. What else we want to discuss? Tell me anything else in paper 1? Paper 1.
Numeric 49.
And this problem beta x plus 100. This one.
Yes, sir.
अच्छा मुझे ये बताइए, how many of you have attempted previous year questions? When I say previous year, prior to 2000 also. How many of you have attempted? अच्छा मैं ये क्यों पूछ रहा हूं? क्योंकि होता क्या है, 2000 से पहले के क्वेश्चन के कॉन्सेप्ट्स दे आर यूजिंग नाउअडेज. They are using nowadays, and that will be very beneficial. Those problems you must have in it. ये problem exactly आई थी JEE 93 में. This was the problem which was asked in JEE 93. I remember this problem because when I used to prepare, we used to do these type of problems because we had only previous year questions before us. है ना? तो हमारे टाइम पे उतना कोचिंग प्रचलित नहीं था, तो हमारे पास प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चंस होते थे और उन्हीं पर हम समय लगाते थे. अब देखो इस प्रॉब्लम में ऐसा नहीं है कि हम इसको राइट साइड से नहीं कर सकते, बट ऑब्वियसली इट इज गोइंग टू टेक टाइम. इट इज as likely to be solved taking 10x to the other side than this. Why? Because see what is happening, x plus 50 and x minus 50, what is their sum? It is 2x. And what is their difference? 100. And what about x plus 100 and x? Do they have the same difference? So it is also hit and run only कि हम किस उम्मीद में इसको ले जा रहे हैं. In a hope we are transferring x to the other side so that it might get simplified in the next step. That is what we intend to do in this problem. So 10 of x plus 50 into 10 of x minus 50. Getting the point? अब क्या करेंगे? Now we will convert this into sine and cos. Why am I converting into sine and cos? Because I can apply component and dividend rule. So sine of, tell me, x plus 100 and cos x divided by cos of x plus 100 and sine x equal to कितना हो जाएगा? Sine of x plus 50, not sine, and sine of x minus 50, like that. अब क्या करेंगे भाई? नेक्स्ट स्टेप क्या होगा? व्हाट वी विल डू नेक्स्ट? अप्लाई कॉम्पोनेंडो एंड डिविडेंड. राइट? तो साइन ए कॉस बी प्लस कॉस ए साइन बी. आर यू गेटिंग द पॉइंट बेटा? साइन ए कॉस बी प्लस कॉस ए साइन बी. से यस और नो?
Yes, sir.
नीचे क्या आएगा? साइन ए कॉस बी माइनस कॉस ए साइन बी. अच्छा राइट साइड में बताएं क्या आएगा? कॉस ए कॉस बी प्लस साइन ए साइन बी. सो कॉस ऑफ 100 दिख रहा है मुझे, है ना? और इधर आ जाएगा कॉस ऑफ 2x आई थिंक विद माइनस
cos.
minus 2 cos.
सो दिस विल बी द वैल्यू. अब मुझे क्या करना चाहिए? आई शुड मल्टीप्लाई बाय 2 एंड क्रॉस मल्टीप्लाई. 2 साइन ए कॉस बी इज हाउ मच? साइन ऑफ 4x प्लस 100, है ना? देखते चले कोई त्रुटि ना हो. प्लस साइन ऑफ 100 2 sine A cos B I am applying. And this is equal to minus of how much? Sine of 200. Yes. Or I can transfer this to the other side only. So this will be plus equal to 0. Again apply sin C plus sin D बेटे. तो ये क्या बनेगा? 2 sin बोलिए 150 जो कि हाफ हो जाता है, और cos में क्या बन जाएगा? 50 डिग्री, है ना? उसको इधर ले जाते हैं तो माइनस में लिख लेते हैं. Now I think you can do it on your own. Convert cos 50 into sin and then look for the smallest angle. Can you do it for that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so anything else we want to discuss? Any conceptual thing or anything? Anything else?
Sir, 52, sir. Maybe question something wrong.
Okay, is something wrong that you are getting in this? 52?
Yes, sir.
Tell me. What do you feel seems to be wrong in this? Tell me, beta.
Sir, in key, he took down actually 4 from 4 pi. We can only take 2 because 2 pi will be period now, sir.
Yeah. 2 pi is the period only.
Yes, sir. In key, he took down 4 and then he started to solve from 0 to pi. Then he,
I will tell you.
Yes,
I will tell you what is the reason. See. So obviously it is a sin theta plus b cos theta. तो आपको कैसे start करना है? A sin theta plus b cos theta. So what will be the value over here? So 169 plus 27. That will be how much? 14 will come. Na? So 14 and write this as sine of sine A cos B plus cos A sin B x plus alpha. Correct? So what is going to be tan alpha? I am taking alpha as an acute angle. So tan alpha will be how much? That will be 3 root 3 by 13. Correct me if I'm wrong. Right? This is the first step. Is it clear?
yes, sir.
This part is clear, na? This part you don't have any doubt, na?
Yes, sir. Clear.
This is clear. Okay. Now what you should do, log of AB is there. So log A plus log B. Okay. ऐसे लिख दिया मैंने. Can I do it?
Yes, sir. Yes.
In fact, what I should do, I should first take 14 outside because it is product in mod. Now let me do this. Can I do this now? And 0 to 4 pi, you should evaluate this. See, you should not always see the key because key is just for the purpose of whatever we are doing. Are we on the right track or not? है ना? अच्छा ये आ गया. In fact, if you shift anything, it will not change the whole area. This you know or not?
Yes, sir.
0 to 4 pi is there. So shifting the graph won't change. Even if I apply 0 to 4 pi and write this as sine of x, this is also okay. This you understand?
Okay, sir.
Can
Yes,
you-
yes. Yes,
Can
sir.
you tell me the reason? First of all, I could have put x plus alpha equal to t. तो लिमिट्स क्या बन जाती? अल्फा टू 4 पाई प्लस अल्फा, है ना? और यहां पर t आ जाता. In place of x, I would have obtained t, sin t. And you know that a to a plus nt is same as 0 to nt. तो इसको वापस से हम शिफ्टिंग वोंट चेंज, है ना? तो 0 to 4. अब क्या करेंगे? अब इसका पीरियड क्या है? Its period is now pi. So you can take 4 outside.
Yes,
What is the
sir.
problem? So you can do it, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now I get it.
Okay, no issues. So anything else that I want to discuss? Paper 1 is okay for all? Paper 1? Yes? Okay, paper 2, you tell me any doubt do you have? I think it was also straightforward. For paper 2, if you want to discuss any conceptual thing, you can ask. Yes? Anything you were not able to understand?
Sir, 49.
39? Okay, I will tell you. 49. 30 or 40 beta?
Sir, 39.
39. I will tell you the concept of 39. These are the problems which are based on estimation of a definite integral. There is no hard and fast rule to say that this is your range, because obviously it is a fixed value. The narrower the difference between, lesser the difference between the upper and lower bounds, better is your estimation. It will also depend upon the examiner, what options he has given. So our mind should be thinking in the lines so that those values can be obtained. Okay? So this is not a subjective problem. If someone would have asked me to get an estimated value, then the best answer will be given to that student, so that the difference between upper and lower bound is minimal. But that is not the case here. You can look for the options and you can ascertain what he is trying to do. So what about ln x into e power x? They both are increasing functions. So as x increases, they increases. In these type of problems, shape do matter. अब शेप क्यों आवश्यक है ऐसे प्रश्न में? सपोज अगर ये क्वेश्चन का ग्राफ ऐसा होता या क्वेश्चन का ग्राफ बाय द वे ऐसा होता, सो देयर इज अ डिफरेंस, बिकॉज अगर हम यहां ट्रायंगल लेंगे तो अलग आंसर आएगा, यहां अलग आएगा. दैट मीन्स देयर इज ए नीड टू चेक इट्स शेप. सो आई कैन चेक इट्स शेप इफ दिस इज योर फंक्शन. सो व्हाट इज f dash? What is f dash? E power x ln x plus e power x by x, like that. And what is f double dash? Can you tell me? By x plus, yes, e power x into ln x. Getting the point or not? e power x by x कितना होगा? x होगा और माइनस एक्स, एक्स माइनस 1 इंटू ई पावर एक्स. अब प्रॉब्लम में आप ये देखें कि आपको डोमेन क्या दिए. डोमेन मीन्स द लिमिट्स ऑफ इंटीग्रेशन इन विच यू वांट टू डिस्कस द नेचर ऑफ दिस फंक्शन और द एरियाज कंसर्न. क्या दिए बेटा लिमिट्स? ये 1 to e. टेल मी व्हाट आर द लिमिट्स 1 to e. तो 1 to e में f डबल डैश का चिन्ह कैसा है? What is the sign of f double dash? Each term you can see they are all positive. X minus 1 ln x everything. तो f double dash पॉजिटिव है तो f की शेप कैसी? कनकेव अप. ये बात तो सभी जानते हैं भली भांति. Yes. If double dash is positive, then its shape is, यानी जो ग्राफ होगा वो ऐसा होगा on the left side that I have drawn. Okay. So obviously it will not start from 0. It will start from 1. Origin will be somewhere to the left. We are not concerned with region before 1. So we are only interested in the region from 1 to e. From 1 to e. अब देखिए, what is I? This I is the area of this curve and the x-axis and this ordinate. Now you can bound it in a manner you like. अब ये किससे कम होगा? So one of the very straightforward thinking is if you join this triangle, so it will remain lesser than this triangle. कर सकते हैं? So e पर क्या वैल्यू होगी इसकी? So this will be e comma f equal to ln x e power x, put x equal to e here. So e comma e power e. So obviously this I will be smaller than half base into height. तो बेस है हमारा e minus 1, हाइट है e पावर. इससे कम रहेगा आवश्यक रूप से.
Yes sir.
करेक्ट. अब देखो किससे ज्यादा रहेगा? देयर आर मेनी वेज. वो इसलिए ऑप्शन को देख के आपको डिसीजन लेना है. कोई स्टूडेंट ऐसे भी कह सकता है कि सर हम क्या करते हैं कि इसमें हम ऐसे बना देते हैं, एक मिड पॉइंट ले लेते हैं. समटाइम्स दिस ऑल्सो इज रिक्वायर्ड, है ना. लाइक दिस वी कैन डू, एंड देन वी कैन टेक द रेक्टेंगल्स एंड ऐड दिस रेक्टेंगल plus smaller rectangle, है ना. There are many options, and since the nature is like this, we can also take, suppose here there is a line, I draw a tangent, so obviously इससे भी कम रहेगा. Is it clear? So if this blue area, I will always remain more. So now can you evaluate this? Can you get tangent to this? F dash is this. At x equal to e, you can substitute the slope. That will be e power e plus e power e minus. That is your slope at x equal to e. So you can get this point. Y minus e power e equal to m times x minus e. Put y equal to 0 to get the x coordinate and you can get the blue area. So the area of the triangle which is in color blue, it will remain more or it will remain. See, I again want to warn you, this is not the only possibility of estimation. There are many ways. And if the problem is even better, I can take the midpoint and then I can draw the tangents. Getting the point or not? Depending on the calculation, which is easier for you. Is it clear?
Yes, sir, understood.
Okay. Anything else that you want to ask? Okay, I think then we can, if you have anything conceptual, you can probably ask in the next class. We are running up with the time. So best wishes, beta. Okay, we'll meet in the next session.